Blog Talk Radio.
This is Edward McKinney. Welcome to the Two Prophets program. Today is April the 4th, 2010. Today is Easter Sunday. And I'm speaking to you from Big Sky, Montana, which is the Mountain of God. Today's topic is 666, the Mark of the Beast. I would like to tell you about the original and real logo of the beast. And the logo is not the same as the numbers 666. Now, if you will refer to your Bible in Revelation 13, verse 17, you will read that no man may buy or sell unless he had the mark, which is one thing, the name of the beast, which is an entirely different thing, or the number of his name, which is a third, and again, an entirely different thing. So in other words, we have three things here. We have the mark, or logo of the beast. We have the name of the beast, and we have a number that matches his name. Now, these three are not the same thing. And what I'm interesting you in right now is the mark, which is separate from the number 666. We all know that the numbers of the beast are 666. What we're really interested in is the logo of the beast, because people have taken the number 666 and they've gone off on wild goose chases about what 666 means. But we're not really interested in those wild goose chases and those theories. What we want to know is, what is the logo or symbol of the beast? Because if we can see that symbol, we would immediately identify the beast of Revelation. The beast of Revelation is a prominent, well-known, well-respected leader in the world today. If we knew what his logo was, we'd know who he is. A logo is something like the Ford Motor Company, General Motors, General Electric. They all have logos. This man has a logo, and we're interested in that logo. Now, why hasn't anyone ever researched this before? And my answer to this question is, people are just lazy. And the book that I'm interesting you in does the research, the hard work, the hard labor that went back 2,000 years to the very first Bibles that were written. And in those very first Bibles was the logo of the beast. The numbers 666 were not in the first Bibles. The uniqueness of the book that I have is that it went back 2,000 years to discover what this original and real logo of the beast is. Needless to say, it's one of the most prominent logos in the world today. And this logo belongs to a certain man, a well-respected world leader. This man is the beast of the book of Revelation that we have been warned about since the time of John the Revelator, when he wrote the book of Revelation. I would like for you to check out this book. This is the most important book of Bible prophecy since John wrote Revelation, because this is the very first book in history to give you the original and real mark of the beast. You have to have this book. And this book is available at lulu.com, Lulu.com. You just go to the Lulu store, bookstore, and you type in a search for Edward McKinney, and you will find the book titled From Nebuchadnezzar to Gorbachev, The Story of Babylon. And in this book is the research that takes you back 2,000 years to the original Bibles and the original logo that were in the original Bibles. And this logo will identify the present world leader, who is the beast. Now, I already explained to you that the mark of the beast are not the numbers 666. The numbers 666 are only the equivalent of his name, because you see, alphabets a long time ago in ancient days didn't have separate numbers. They used alphabet letters for numbers. So the number 666 represent represent alphabet letters. And these alphabet letters go a long way toward identifying the logo of the beast, just like if someone said the logo of Ford Motor Company is FORD, that makes sense to you. This rediscovery of the original and real mark of the beast is completely unique. No one has ever done this before in all history. If researchers had done this, they would have an accurate understanding of end-time Bible prophecy. But this is impossible for people who still believe that the mark of the beast is the same as the numbers of the name of the beast, which are 666. In other words, people who believe that the mark of the beast is 666 are prevented from understanding prophecy about the beast, about Babylon, and most importantly, about the worship of the beast. Because the book of Revelation says that people who worship the beast are going to be destroyed by God and sent into hell. So this is pretty important information, and that makes this book extremely important, because Christians who do not want to go to hell definitely do not want to worship the beast. But they don't know who the beast is. They have to identify the beast first in order to tell if they worship him. So this book is the very first and only one in all human history to identify the beast, who you had better not be worshiping or following, because you are going to hell. You would be an enemy of God. Now, what is the value of this knowledge? The real and original mark of the beast. This information is like a key. This key unlocks prophecies in the Bible that are about the beast, about Babylon, and about the worship of the beast. If you don't know who the beast is, you don't know anything. Because the books of Daniel and the book of Revelation are about the beast and Babylon and the worship of the beast. The most single important piece of information you could have is to identify the beast so that you can then go on to understand the presently sealed prophecies that are in the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation. There are many people who believe they have all they need to get to heaven. They don't need to know who the book is because they're just absolutely sure that whoever he is, they don't worship him. Well, let me tell you, eternal life and eternal damnation makes up for the most important issue of your life. Now, are you going to be real flippant about it and say, I don't need to know who the beast is. I don't need to know if he worships him because I'm sure that I'm going to heaven. You're not sure. There's no way for you to know if you're going to heaven. And believe me, if you want to go to heaven, you for sure want to know who the beast is. You for sure want to make sure that you do not follow him. Unfortunately, in the book of Revelation, it says, the whole world followed after the beast. You're in the world, aren't you? That means you follow the beast. Satan is tricky. He tricks people into doing things that they don't realize that they're doing. Satan tricks people into following the beast when they don't even know that they are. So, isn't it important for you to know who the beast is so that you can make sure that you do not follow him? So that you can foil the attempts of Satan to trick you into going to hell? Of course you need to know, and you can't be lackadaisical. Wasn't the message to the end-time church in the book of Revelation, Revelation 3, the message to the Laodiceans? You think you're something hot? You think you know all about the Bible? You think all you need is what is in your head, but you're blind. That's right. The end-time church that Jesus is returning to is blind. And they are even cursed to go into the Revelation because they are lukewarm and blind. Remember, Jesus said, because you are lukewarm. Well, unfortunately, I ran out of time, and we're going to have to pick this up next time. Next time, same time. Be sure and go to the bookstore at lulu.com/Edward McKinney and check out this book, because this is a book that you absolutely must have. Thank you for tuning in. Visit our website, twoprophets.org. Read about the real mark of the beast. Tune in again, blogtalkradio.com/Edward-McKinney. Until next time, friends, this is Edward D. McKinney with twoprophets.org.